Hey there YouTubers, how you guys doing? Today I've got a little preview for you, and that is on the KTS Plus. Got this in yesterday, have had it for a little while. I did have one issue when I first got it. I took care of it. I'm going to explain it to you. Gonna pull it apart, show you guys how to go use different batteries in it. Matter of fact, I'll pull this one off the charger for now, just so I could show you guys. Right now, I have an 18500 in it. No gaps in any of the rings or anything. Gonna take the 18500 out and put it in 18350 mode, just show you guys how to do it. So, you take, this is the 18500. Put it in 18350 mode. You gotta take the sleeve out of, and the threading on this is actually pretty smooth. No binding, no squeaking as of right now, but it could end up squeaking from use. And I have that on there pretty damn tight. Let's see if I can, there we go. Got it loose. Basically, to put it in 18350 mode, you gotta take this ring here off. Basically, the brass center tube, screw the top onto it like that. Take your bottom with the button, 18350. Then screw it down. Now there is a little gap there, but it does look like it's a pretty good looking little device with the 18350 mode. Don't look bad at all. Pull the 18350 back out. Put it back on charge. But with the top cap, pretty nice little, very deep well. Pretty good size well too, like the iClear 16. Screws down on it. There's enough room around it to where it's not gonna catch on nothing. Of course, I don't use an iClear 16 no more, but it does fire. Crap, put it back on that shelf. Pretty nice little top cap. And then you have, this ring here that the top piece screws onto. And then the center tube, or the actual telescope tube. Pretty nice little tube. Basically, I put it on here all the way down until it stops. So basically, that's the telescoping part. The bottom piece with the firing button, again, the threads on this seem a little crunchier than the rest of them, but it does have this little ring in here that if you put a battery in, it's not going to fall out, and it fits in there pretty good. Wow. Spring does have a sharp edge on it, but with it just like it is, pretty nice little setup. Like I said, I did have somewhat of an issue with the button when I first got it. The button would not actually push in. It was acting like say if I have the button locked, it was like that, and I sat there and I pushed and I pushed, and I was like, man, I can't get this thing the fire. I couldn't get the button to push in. Well, I sat there and went like this. I squeezed as hard as I could, and it popped and it started working, but it was still catching. So what I had to do, I'm going to show you guys here. Going to take the bottom cap back off now. There is I'm going to do a little bit close up here, so you guys can somewhat see that. Okay, there is a little clip there. It's like a little called a E-clip. I took that off, pulled the button completely apart, and there was a lip on the actual button part, on the pin that goes through the button, which is what you push to get it to fire. There was a little lip on the other side of that clip, and that's what was sticking in the button. So what all I did is I took a little bit, took a round sanding thing from a Dremel, and I took it and I put this pin piece here in my hand, and I just went back and forth with it, put it in there, tried it, pulled it back out, back and forth with it for a little bit until it doesn't catch no more. There's no sharp edges for it to catch on. Button's working perfectly fine. I've now put it together, and this thing actually is pretty cool. Put battery back in, but 18500 mode, this thing is just like so awesome looking. I will say this thing is a fingerprint magnet. Matter of fact, it's covered in fingerprints right now, but with it, all tightened up, ready to go, this thing looks cool. And as I did say, it is covered in fingerprints right now, so you may have to keep a paper towel around, keep cleaning it, but that thing just shines like crazy. And I put my Genesis atomizer on it. Gonna take a vape off it for you guys. With it the way it is right now, it's working perfectly fine. I am going to use it for about a month and come back to you guys on how it's working. If I had any other issues with it other than the button sticking where it wouldn't push in, I'm not going to be doing my reviews like I normally have. Like I only have it for a week and I do a review on it. Oh, sorry about that, hit my mic. But the way I'm going to start doing my reviews, I'm going to give you a preview on them, and I'm going to wait for about a month before I do the review. That way it gives me enough time to use it, tell you exactly how it works and how well it works, what I've had happen with it. Just, little things like that, because right now, that button issue was somewhat of a pain in the backside. I got that button issue fixed. Now it's working fine, but I don't know if any other issues are going to come up with me using it all the time. But as of right now, it's a good, strong little mechanical mod. It's working perfectly fine. And who knows? I may actually have an issue. I may not. There are some issues with people having problems with springs on them. The actual firing button is actually malfunctioning, not working properly. I'm going to see if that happens with me. If it does, I will let you guys know, and I'll show you guys what I did to fix it. But as of right now, it's working really good, so I can't really comment on if I'm going to have that issue or not. But I will come back to you guys and tell you guys if I've had the issue or anything like that when I do my review. That being said, thanks for watching. Vape on, and see you next time.